Flipping PCs until I buy a house, episode 12. I'm not super close to buying a house, especially with how the housing market is, and especially since I've been lacking, but today is the day the lacking stops. Let's try to flip 2 PCs. Before we start finding deals for these computers, I want to thank Super CDK for sponsoring today's video. If you guys are in need of cheap and legit Windows keys, then head down below. Click the link, head over to their website, find your desired Windows key. They have Windows 10 and Windows 11. Use the discount code SPLA before you check out to save on that sweet, sweet green. And bam! Easy peasy, legitimate easy. Legit Windows keys. Thank you, Super CDK, and let's get to flipping. Yo guys, what's up? Let's do a little recap so I can catch you guys up. Previously, I picked up a Ryzen 5 2600 and RTX 2060 GPU for $250 USD. Then I also came across an older motherboard combo that I had laying around, and that is where we're at for this episode. But last night, as usual, I was just looking for deals. I came across an RX 590 for $50, so I immediately messaged him and offered to pick it up tomorrow. A quick eBay search on that card shows that it's in the range of $80 to $150. There is one for $26, but notice it is parts only. I also asked if he had any other parts because that's always a good thing to do. He said he didn't have any parts. He said he had some older monitors, so I'll see if they're any good. They would be perfect for budget builds, but I guess I'll just take a look at them tomorrow. Today's the day I go meet up with that guy for the RX 590. I just wanted to share. Yo, if you guys need a simple breakfast sandwich recipe, bagel, toast that mother effort, bro. Throw some mayo on it, make a folded egg, throw some cheese, throw some bacon, and it's gas. But yeah, I'm gonna eat this and then we're gonna hop in the car and go to the meeting spot. We're in the car. The meetup spot is only 14 minutes away. You know, safety first. You gotta buckle up. Beautiful day today. Sun is shining. Getting a pretty good deal. Let's go. Always construction. We're almost there though. Yeah, look, doesn't look too bad, man. Looks nice. Deal secured. I couldn't record much, but I did record a little bit. Mainly just the GPU in my hand. But I did pay him $50 for this card. It's a XFX Radeon RX 590 Fat Boy, 8 gigabytes of VRAM. There's kind of a bit of surface dust, but honestly, I'm gonna clean it regardless, so it doesn't really matter. But in flipping in the flipping PCs episode 10 and a half, the one I just did, I let you guys choose between I had a GPU RTX 2060 and 2 CPUs, and you guys seemed to want me to pair the RTX 2060 with the i5-9400F. So I'm gonna be pairing this with the Ryzen 5, but I also didn't have a motherboard for it. But earlier today when I was making that bagel sandwich, I found a deal. The guy had a motherboard and RAM, a B450M DS3H from Gigabyte. I messaged him and we're gonna secure that deal tomorrow, hopefully. So I'll bring you guys along tomorrow if we go pick that up. Alrighty, just getting home. Let's hook this up and see if it works. I'm testing it on the motherboard combo with the i5-9400F. For now, I'm just using this random stick of DDR4 memory I have just for testing. Plugging in the 24 pin to the motherboard, plugging in the CPU, which is an 8 pin, and then finally the GPU. It's an 8 pin and a 6 pin. Got to get my little power button cable. You can just use a screwdriver, but I prefer using this little cable. You can get these just from any old computer case. You can just strip it from the case. Alrighty, flip the power switch and okay, there we go. It's starting to spin. I have no cooler on the CPU, but it won't be powered on for long. I'm just looking for a quick signal. There we go. GPU is looking like it works, which is awesome. I also noticed though, I've never tested the 2060 yet. I cleaned it, but never tested it. So let's hope it works. And this only requires one 8 pin. Flip the power switch, press the power button. Okay, it's spinning right away. It also lights up, has some RGB. Ooh, okay. That one was a way faster signal, probably because I already recognized the RAM. But both the GPUs work, which is awesome. We still need RAM. I have storage on the way, and I have a couple cases from Amazon that you can use that are also on the way. But I'm gonna try to find another RAM deal, and then hopefully we secure that motherboard and RAM deal tomorrow. I found a RAM deal for $50. It just barely got listed, and it's rated for 3600 megahertz, so this will be perfect for that Ryzen build. I messaged the seller and shaved $10 off the asking price. If he declines, I'll pay asking price, but hey, it doesn't hurt to ask. He accepted my offer pretty fast, so hopefully tomorrow we'll pick up that AM4 motherboard with that RAM deal, and then this other RAM deal. Later that night, I essentially found 2 of the same RAM deals over on Mercari that I threw offers at. If they accept, then great. If they don't, then oh well. Another RAM deal. The same guy that's selling me that 3600 megahertz kit has another RAM deal that I saw he had listed, and I'm picking that deal up too.
Good morning, beautiful people. Ooh, we're on our way to get that first deal. We're meeting up with him around 10 a.m. It's about 9:50. It is that deal, that motherboard deal, the B450 motherboard and that RAM kit. So let's go and get that. Alrighty, I just pulled up to the meeting spot and there's actually a cop. I was about to record him, but I think he just looked at me. His lights are on. Yeah, this guy, he should be here like now or any second. Actually, there's the cop. There he is. Get him. This guy can't find where I'm parked, so now I have to go find where he's parked. Great.
A buddy of mine, we were hoping to like build a computer system, but then, well, prices started to fall down a lot, and well, yeah, we couldn't really sell it, so then we just decided to scrap.
Deal secured. It's in an A320 box actually, but it is a B450 motherboard. He already had the RAM installed for me. There's a bit of thermal paste on the socket, but I can easily clean that up. Sadly though, the next deal, I'm not meeting up with the guy until 12. So I have 2 whole hours. I'm in a Walmart parking lot. So let's go in Walmart, I guess. This is their PC section. They got no PCs. Time to check if they got any heat in the clothes. Honestly, those graphics are actually pretty sick. But I prefer older clothes. There's just a different type of feeling about it. On the way to the other deal, it is not 12 yet, but I'm just driving somewhere closer. It's kind of like a mall that's a bit closer to the meeting spot, so we're going there right now. We're in Best Buy because why not? Let's hope I don't spend any money. This is the same phone I have. This purple is low-key really nice though. I got the black one, but this purple's nice. Decent looking computer right there. Got the RGB i7-12700F 3070 for $1,500 though. That's kind of expensive, I think. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think for them specs. 16 gigabytes of RAM at 3200 megahertz for $1,500. Probably about $1,700 after tax. Looks nice though. It's also DDR4, not even DDR5. This one over here though is DDR5, but I'm not sure what GPU. It's an RTX something. It got cut off, but this is about $2,000 probably after tax. Then they got this system here. They're trying to sell it with 8 gigs of RAM. A computer in 2022 that costs this much should not have 8 gigs of RAM, in my opinion. Oh, they actually have some graphics cards. I mean, not the best ones. They got a 6500 XT, then they got a 6600. No NVIDIA cards. They got some Intel CPUs, Ryzen 5000. Not too bad. But that is empty. Whatever that's supposed to be is completely empty. Not a bad price on this 32 gigabytes of DDR5 right here. Finally off to get the other deal. Luckily, we're only 10 minutes away this time since I did drive closer. At the meeting spot, the guy said he's still about 10 minutes away, so I guess I'll just listen to music. Second deal secured. Guys, 2 RAM kits. One is brand new, one is used. Both are DDR4. Both are 16 gigabytes, 70 bucks. 40 bucks for this one. It's a Oloy kit, 2x8 gigabytes, clocked at 3600 megahertz. Brand new, like I said, 40 bucks. Next kit was this Vengeance RGB kit. It's only clocked at 2666 megahertz, but 30 bucks. Super good deals. Super excited about these. I'll probably use this maybe for that Intel build with the i5-9400F since it has some RGB. And this one, since it's 3600 megahertz, I'll use it with the Ryzen 5 2600. Okay, it is the next day. Let's quickly test all these parts and let's hope I didn't get scammed. First deal I'm testing is that motherboard combo, the AM4 motherboard with that RAM. And I'm gonna be slotting in the Ryzen 5 2600. I already said there was thermal paste in the socket, but I'm looking at it and it's in the holes. If I try to put the CPU in there, it'd probably bend the pins. I got it all cleaned. If you guys are having the same issue kinda, here's a tip. Get yourself some little needles. These are just some sewing needles. Carefully poke it in the little socket holes, kinda,
like where the pins go, bam, thermal paste easily gets removed. So right now we're testing the motherboard, first pair of RAM, and the CPU. I just have the little GT 1030 right here. Motherboard lights up. There's the display. Come on. Is there any diagnostic LEDs? I'm gonna get a cooler on that CPU. There we go. We got a post. Okay, all it's saying is BIOS has been reset. It looks like everything is working. Okay, so far the RGB kit works, but only one of the LEDs is on. I've honestly ran into that a few times with the Corsair RGB series. This one is a bit older, but do you guys ever run into that where your RGB RAM just doesn't work? The RGB doesn't work, but the RAM does? It's so weird. Okay, and this is the 3600 megahertz kit from Alloy. Looks like it's all detected. It all works. So that's pretty sick. I mean, everything works. We didn't get scammed. But I will come back to the video when we have all the other parts. We still need a power supply, and we still need cases. So I'll be back soon. I said I still needed parts. Well, I got them. Some of them are still shipping though. Let's start building that PC with the i5-9400F and the RTX 2060. The CPU is already installed in the motherboard, but the RAM I'm using is the Corsair 2x8GB kit that I picked up with that B450 motherboard combo. For cooling the CPU, I'm using this ID Cooling CPU cooler that I've had for so long that it's about time I use it. It should do perfectly fine cooling the i5. This cooler is taking forever. I've used this cooler before in the past. It is a good cooler, but yeah, it does take forever to install. Or I just suck. Finally got the little cooler installed. For storage, I like to keep it simple when you can. I'm using a Crucial P2 500GB M.2 NVMe SSD. I will be using these for both of the builds. They were on sale on Amazon for $40, so I couldn't pass that deal up. Case time! For the case, I'm using something I've never used before. I'm excited, but hopefully it's good. It's from Gamdia? I don't know how to say it, but it's an ATX black box with 3 included ARGB fans. They call it the GD Talos E3. The tempered glass panel looks to be tinted, but I'm not too sure. Has 3 USB ports, one of which is USB 3, has your mic and headphone jack, as well as an awesome RGB button. All the standoffs are almost in the correct spot. I just have to add one here and here. You might not be able to see, it's a really dark black case, but I have to add 2 more standoffs. Guys, also, you may hear my cat meowing. Everyone say hi to Bo in the comments. B-O-W. He's trying to just say hi. So everyone say hi to him. And there is no I/O shield, so don't be saying, yo, you're forgetting the I/O shield. Because I'm not. To power the rig, I'm using the EVGA 700VR that I picked up for $25. It has all black cables, so it doesn't look all too bad. GPU time, baby! I'm using the Asus Dual RTX 2060. I recommend cleaning your GPUs before selling. Only reason I'm not cleaning this one is because I already did. Whoop whoop! Looks like I have to remove the top 2 PCIe slots, so let's do that. I don't get when cases make one PCIe slot, like, removable and you can put it back, and then the others, they just snap off. Doesn't make sense. Pretty clicky. Alrighty, let's plug this baby in and fingers crossed that it works. Alrighty, plugging in the GPU. Sorry if the lighting is bad. Flipping the power button. Let's turn it this way. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the 2 fan. Okay, can't even talk. The 3 RGB fans that are included are lighting up. This one's not though. This, can you see the monitor? Come on, there we go. Ooh. Okay, let's figure out this. I think I just need to plug in the cable. But everything's working. Oh. Cable management time. I started to install Windows on the PC. It was going good until the PC displayed like 3 blue screens of death. And they were all different codes. I noticed the last RAM stick wasn't fully in, so I clicked it in, fixed it, but then there was still another blue screen of death. I then took the RAM out, noticed that they weren't even the same. Timings were completely different, frequencies were completely different. I then swapped it with the Corsair RGB kit that I got for $30. That fixed it and I was able to install Windows with no issues. I definitely learned a lesson. Check your RAM before buying. I mean, I always check it, but Now I'm gonna double check it and just make sure the sticks match up. The Corsair RAM works, but it sucks that only one of them lights up. I benchmarked the PC, I tested Apex at 1080p with high settings, and it got an average FPS of 123. I then ran a Borderlands 3 benchmark at high settings, and it got an average FPS of 80. Also, the temps were really good. The hottest I seen the GPU was 72C, and the highest I seen the CPU was 52C. Time to finally list it. This is how you know it's been a while since your last flip, when you don't even know how to take pictures anymore. Oh well, I decided to list it at $650. My build cost was exactly at $481.48. I haven't sold the PC in a while, so hopefully my market is alright for selling. No, I listed that first PC on October 4th. Alright, 2 days have passed. It's October 6th. Yeah, I guess I'm in the same clothes. But no action on that PC yet. No messages and hardly any views. I took it upon myself to list it on Mercari and hopefully we get some action on it. So far it has a couple likes. I've never sold the PC on Mercari. I have sold separate parts on Mercari, and that's what we're actually doing today, so we just have to ship a single part out. Alrighty, so here's the part that I'm shipping out. It's just a little MSI GT 1030. I think it sold for around 48 bucks, so I earned $41 from Mercari. And here's what I'm gonna be shipping it in. Also, I'm recording this just so I have proof that I didn't ship him something that's empty, so I just don't get screwed in the end, just in case. Also going to just be throwing it in an anti-static bag, because in the description I said it would be shipped in an anti-static bag. Here's the proof that I'm not shipping something empty. Bam, time to ship it now. So the shipping carrier is FedEx. The closest FedEx to me is actually really close. It's just in my local Walmart, which is literally like 2 minutes away. So let's go do that. FedEx. That's it, guys. We shipped out the GPU. In a couple days, we should get the funds from that. My local market, though, it seems to be really saturated with PCs right now at the moment. And there just isn't enough buyers for all the supply. How is your guys' local market? Let me know down below. Is it doing good? Just let me know how it is for you. That being said, the PC has gotten no messages still. I would build the other one, but I can't seem to find an AM4 backplate to mount the cooler, so I'm gonna have to order one on Amazon. I know this wasn't the flipping content you guys wanted, but this is just how it is right now, and I can't just lie to you guys, so right now we just have to hold on and hold on tight. Anyways, join my Discord server. It is linked down below, and I try to be active in there every day, and I'd love to talk to any of you guys. Also, smash like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you loved it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace!